Hi, everybody. Okay. Okay, hold on. Looking for Jose. There we go.
Look at look at Ben Shapiro's face, man. He looked like he really don't like. He's like, this chick is just getting on my daggone nerves. Just hurry up and figure it out, lady. Hurry up and figure it out, lady. Look at his face.
It's hard to see with the light on. Let's turn the light on.
She's old, bruh. You can't do that to her, man. She's old, man.
Okay.
She's old.
She's gonna fix Ukraine, guys. She's gonna fix it all. You know, there's that stress vein in her forehead that looks like it's gonna like burst. She always feels like she is 1 second away from that happening. Like, it's very stressful to watch. It really is. It is not relaxed in any sense. You're not watching this saying, oh, this is kind of cute and funny. And it said, I like the little caption. It is too cute and funny. Is it though?
Well, welcome, you guys.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Are you ready to start?
But what is the best advice your parents have given you that perhaps you can share with us today?
You know, one of the
Cuttaways.
most important pieces of advice that I can offer you guys, and I want you to really remember this.
Oh no.
Never let anybody tell you who you are. You tell them who you are, and who you know you are, and what you intend to be. Got that?
The important face.
All right.
You got
I
that?
got more advice. You just let me know.
Oh, she's terrible at this. Oh, she's so bad at this. So
I thought that was good advice. Where was that bad advice? Never let anybody tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. And who you are not. And who you ain't. And who you is. INDEPENDENCE. INDEPENDENCE. Yeah, independence.
first of all, the paid child actors. These kids are paid, and like the kid who reads the line is still a better actor than Kamala Harris, who's a terrible actor. She's got the hand motions and this and that. And when she finishes her brilliant point, you don't let them tell you who you are. You tell them who you are. Like she just dropped a little piece of Aristotelian wisdom.
I swear, Ben, man. Look, shout out to you, Ben Shapiro. I think you're actually a good dude. Honestly, I think you're cool. No, I don't. I don't think you're cool. Not at all. I don't think you're cool at all, bruh. But I do think you're extremely intelligent, and I respect you for it. And yeah, I like the fact that you're having fun. It looks good on you to be trying to have some fun sometimes, bro. Because I honestly don't think you like having fun too much. I think you miss out on education when you're having too much fun. Oh, and if y'all like this style of content, and don't be mad because I'm saying something about your boy Ben either. Ben cool with me. We cool. We've been cool since grade school. Hit the subscribe button for me and also the notification bell.
On you. And by the way, that's a crappy piece of advice. Can I just tell you that's a garbage piece of advice? My kid tells me who he is all the time. And you know what? He's wrong like 3/4 of the time. It's like, you know who I am? A train engineer. You're a child. You don't know who you are yet. I will help you to find who you are because you don't know things because you're a child and you're dumb.
The Trump administration approves a vaccine before or after the election. Should Americans take it, and would you take it?
If Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
And there we go. No clip is complete without the extraordinary Kamala Harris cackle. Never forget that these folks, for like a year, downplayed the possibility of a vaccine, only to tell you that you had to be 80% comprised of the vaccine by body weight in order to go into a restaurant. And if you're a child, your entire body has to be made of vaccine.
I want to know who's the real president of this country. Is it Joe Biden or Joe Manchin?
I'm sorry, I interrupted. I don't think the vice president. It's Simone. I'm so sorry, Charlamagne. We have to wrap.
She can hear me.
You can hear me? Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, Madam Vice President?
So I'm sorry, we got to wrap.
Oh.
So I'm sorry to interrupt.
They're acting like they can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, so who's the
I
real?
can hear you.
So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne.
I really-
Come on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell
No,
sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about asking whether or not he's president.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a
And
problem?
it's Joe Biden, and I'm vice president, and my name is Kamala Harris. And the reality is, because we are in office, we do the things like the child tax credit, which is going to reduce black child poverty by 50%.
Okay, yeah, all right. Fine. Now she just goes into...
Yeah, she's not handling that very well. Because she started getting her little black... Like, I'm about to read you. You don't disrespect us like that. I'm Kamala, and that's Joe, and we rap together, you know. Because when we rock to the show, we come to rock the party all night. Here we go. And everybody just clap your hands. I don't know, man. She just didn't seem like she was very comfortable when it came to that.
Speechifying mode, right? It's like, click, turn, hand, go, this, that, yes, out here, in here, you, go. Like, you were literally ready to respond, and now you're pretending you can't hear me. I'm vice president. I'm so offended that you would even imply that Joe Biden isn't in control of this country right now. Let me tell you about child poverty. As one of my producers points out, she did actually take her own advice. She told Charlemagne who she was. She didn't let Charlemagne define it for her because she's Kamala Harris, damn it. And she's vice president of the United States, which means she's utterly useless.
We're in the middle of a crisis caused by this pandemic that is a public health.
Man, you listen. Let me tell y'all something. Bro. I want to take up for her because she's a black woman. Listen, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear it. I want to take up for her because she's a black woman. Protect black women. But I do need for her to, step it up. Say something worth being said, please. I want to hear something. Now, I do realize also that Ben Shapiro probably is just picking out all of her bad videos, but the other 97% of her videos are amazing. They're phenomenal. So we're going to go with that.
Health crisis. We're looking at over 220 million Americans who just in the last several months died.
Whoa.
220 million.
We are in the midst of a public health epidemic that has taken the lives of over 220 million Americans
she did.
in just the
More than one
last several
time.
months.
The first time she said it, I was like, okay, anybody can have a brain fart. You do it twice, it starts to get a little weird. Also, if 220 million Americans had died, I feel like the world would be a very, very different place. Alrighty, so Kamala Harris provides...
Hold on, so 220 people died? 220 million? Did it? I need to do my own math on this one because I didn't hear about that. I heard about a couple 100,000, but 220 million? Really? Wow. Okay, I learn something new every day.
Provides us with an inordinate number of leftist tears for us to enjoy. But here at the Daily Wire, there's only one taste we enjoy more than the taste of leftist tears. And that, of course, is the taste of Tessa May's. It's a common misconception. Tessa made company started in quality of all of their products, lemon and garlic. They're a great meal butter. We've been enjoying it. We can use our back to America for 15% AEF.
We have to address the fact that we got to deal with the fact that folks are paying for gas, paying for groceries, and need solutions to it. So let's talk about that. Short-term solution includes what we need to do around the supply chain, right? So we went to the ports of Los Angeles, Long Beach, Savannah, Georgia, and said, hey guys, no more 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, 24/7. Let's move the products because people need their product. They need what they need. We're dealing with it in terms of the long term, and that's about what we need to do to pass Build Back Better. It strengthens our economy.
Kamala Harris, I want to play poker with this person. She is the easiest poker mark in the entire world. You can tell, it clicks in, she immediately goes here, right? She's going to her speech hands. The speechy hands. That's where she's going. Great stuff. Okay, but the best part is when she's asked a question she doesn't like. And so she does the elementary trick that you are taught when you're in 4th grade, which is you repeat back the question in the form of a sentence.
The poison for Cusco, the poison chosen specially to kill Cusco, Cusco's poison.
So she's asked about inflation being transitory, and she goes, what I would say about inflation being transitory is, and this tries to buy time for her brain to click in so she can start talking about supply chain problems. She's so bad, but she has nothing else to say about it because number one, she doesn't have a good answer for it. Number two, she hasn't even read her briefing book. And she famously doesn't read her briefings. She's extremely, extremely passive when it comes to actually knowing things. And so, yeah, it doesn't look good for her ever.
She's just not good at on-the-spot speaking. When she's sitting down and quiet, everybody leave me alone. Everybody leave me alone. I'm about to do some genius. As soon as you leave me alone, I don't want to talk about it. If I got to talk about it, I'm not going to sound that smart. Not going to sound that great. All right? But when I got to explain myself, then I don't sound that great. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody's not good speakers. Huh? Whether they're by themselves, or they're talking to somebody else, or they're talking to a camera. Everybody's not great speakers, man.
Was elected to lead, not to read.
Senator Harris says
it's
she's
a
proud
classic.
of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like in
And
college,
I inhaled. I did inhale.
Okay.
It was a long time ago.
She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you are in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who were on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as...
Is this stuff true? Because this lady is pouring it on. This nice, attractive lady is pouring it on with a nice, beautiful suit and the skin tone of Jesus. It's pouring it on. Oh, yeah.
Were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
I mean, this was the moment when Kamala Harris's presidential dreams died up until the point where Joe Biden's death might fulfill her presidential dreams. She started off this campaign, you'll recall, calling Joe Biden a vicious racist. You'll recall that she was actually the leader in the polls for a brief moment in time before people actually watched her. And then Tulsi Gabbard just destroyed her on the stage, and it was hideous.
Why not visit the border? Why not see what Americans are seeing in this crisis?
We have to deal with what's happening at the border. There's no question about that.
That's Lester Holt. I know that because of his hairline. This Bama he don't salute like this. He salute like this. A 10 hut. You know, at the front of his hairline that start way back here outside of camera view. All right.
That's not a debatable point. Okay.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
I'm here in Guatemala today. At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border.
He's right. She did the daggone hands. She did the speech hands, the cup hands, the rigatoni, arrabbiata, rigatoni, arrabbiata. She did those hands right there. Look, if you're Italian and you was offended by that, then you too daggone sensitive, Jack.
So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand.
Whoa, you just now said we've been to the border. When you said we, you were excluding yourself. Oh, come on, Kamala. Come on. Black woman, I need to defend you. Give me something. Give me something.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making.
I'm pretty sure she understood the point that he was making. That deer in the headlight look is one of the great Kamala Harris looks. That moment where he follows up. To be clear, you haven't been to the border. And you see her eyes go wide. And she's like, I also haven't been to Europe, which is not the question. It's so fabulous. Like the fact we have been to the border, but you haven't. Well, I mean, not literally. She is a flaming bag of hot garbage at this job. And it turns out at pretty much every job she's ever held.
Certain dates echo throughout history, including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing when our democracy came under assault.
So tiresome. So tiresome. January 6th was nothing like December 7th or September 11th. No one was actually shot to death on that date except for Ashley Babbitt. That seems like a pretty large distinction. Also, the entire place was cleared within a few hours. The vote took place, and pretty much everybody involved went to jail. Some are still in jail under controversial conditions. So yeah, not the same. Every time the Democrats trot out this is like September 11th or December 7th. Like, yeah, oh, you mean the one that led to a full-fledged American involvement in a world war that ended with the death of hundreds of thousands of Americans, that one? Or are we talking about the one that ended with not only a giant 20-year war in Afghanistan and a war in Iraq, but also on that date alone ended with the death of 3,000 Americans? It nailed it.
9/11. At what point does the administration say, you know what, this strategy isn't working, we're going to change strategies? 6 former administration officials last week wrote that open letter urging the administration to change course, to change strategy. Is it time?
It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree.
Yes. Yes. She does the trick that you saw earlier, right? She tries to rephrase the question as a sentence and then realizes halfway through that she has no place to go. It's like, is it time for the administration to change course? She doesn't know what to say. So she's trying to buy time. You can tell from the warble in her voice and the fear in her eyes. And she goes, it is time to do what we have been doing. And that time is every day. It's not just the best Kamala Harris clip. It is the best politician clip in world history. It is just straight from Veep. There is no competitor. I mean, we've had a lot of bad Kamala Harris moments here in this video. That's my favorite one. I love that one so much. I'm never going to get over that clip. It's so good. Alrighty, so there you have it. The future president.
All right, so yeah, that was it right there. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing. Love you. Bye.